Free speech warrior Tim Pool releases a video saying that Brian Tyler Cohen and David Pakman should be banned by YouTube. Let's go ahead and check this
If
out.
YouTube were to follow its own policies and rules, and if it were to act fairly, then they would ban Brian Tyler Cohen and David Pakman instantly. Over the past 7 years, there have been serious scandals on YouTube pertaining to algorithmic manipulation of content. But something interesting happens when it overlaps with politics. YouTube gets scared to take down liberal politics, but has no problem taking down conservatives.
The last time you got taken down, Tim? I mean, I remember he got taken down, I think, for Alex Jones, when Alex Jones said some crazy shit. I think a lot of the time, Tim just gets scared and he takes down his own content, you know.
But many individuals on YouTube who get flagged relentlessly and suspended and banned for their political opinions. Strangely, liberals never seem to, despite the fact that they seem to break all of the same rules that YouTube claims they're enforcing against. Notably, algorithmic manipulation of content.
Notice how he's got this freaking dozens of YouTube channels are showing AI-generated cartoon gore and fetish content when he's talking about wanting David Pakman and Brian Tyler Cohen to get banned by YouTube. Just kind of funny he has that article on screen.
Recently, there was a big story about AI-generated Trump videos that were really weird. It was
just a coincidence, I'm sure.
Weird stories. One that went viral recently was that Carolyn Levitt was having a debate with someone and insulting a journalist. I can't remember exactly what. Someone fabricated this content. Now, admittedly, fabricating AI content is very different from attacking the algorithm with a singular content purpose. But I will tell you this. Without blowing up anybody privately, I know some comedians who got banned for focusing on one particular dark issue. It wasn't overtly political, it didn't break the rules explicitly, but YouTube said it broke the rules because it was promoting content that was detrimental to the audience. That is, in several instances, people for political reasons have been banned. Now, to be fair, I don't want David Pakman banned or Brian Tyler Cohen banned or Luke Beasley or many of these liberal personalities banned. I want them to express their opinions. But
see, he's like trying to save face here. He's like, oh no, I'm free speech. I don't want a banned. I'm just going to make a 18-minute video saying why they should be banned. But I don't want it. I just think they should be. Of course, I don't want it.
I do believe that YouTube
yeah, right, bro.
should not allow this degree of algorithmic manipulation that these guys are engaged in. Of course, the challenge is because they're targeting Trump, they let it go. Take a look at this story from Wired. Dozens of YouTube channels are showing AI-generated cartoon gore and fetish content. Yep. They say a wide investigation found that dozens of YouTube channels are using generative AI to depict cartoon cats and minions being beaten, starved, and sexualized, sparking fears of a new Elsagate wave.
If he didn't want him banned, he wouldn't be making this video, making all these arguments why they should be banned.
We covered this on Timcast IRL just a few days ago. We have this from Mashable, 2017. Spider-Man versus Elsa videos have taken over YouTube and it's so confusing what is going on. You can see the videos were taken down. This is where things get interesting. If YouTube were to adhere to their own policies, they would ban Brian Tyler Cohen and David Pakman. Let me show you why. I know you guys are saying, Tim, you've been talking about this a lot, but I really do think we've got an Elsagate phenomenon going on with these political actors. Brian Tyler Cohen does have a big channel. Congratulations. He gets lots of views. He gets 200,000 on one.
I think Tim is jealous of his views.
Video, 200 on this one, 400 on this one, 300, 100, 230, 500.
How many views does Tim get? Let's see. Oh yeah, Tim's getting like a quarter of the views. Tim's pissed. He doesn't get as many views as Brian.
There's a lot of views. Big channel. He's often featured on the default front page for people who are not subscribed to his channel. Now, what do you notice? Let's go through his video. Trump. I'm sorry, Cory Booker. Trump. SCOTUS. Trump. You get the point.
Well, Trump should chill out and stop giving him so much content. Then he'd have to make videos about some other shit, right? The difference between this and the Elsa video is obviously that even though all of these videos are about Trump, they're about different topics related to Trump. They're not just repeating the same content like the Elsa video.
It looks like 9 out of 10 videos are literally just Trump humiliated, Trump White House rocked, major bad news for Trump and Republicans, Trump's worst nightmare, Trump appointed judge, Trump scorched earth. Oh yeah? What was ban-worthy about the Spider-Man Elsa videos? I'm gonna say it again. These were videos where people would dress up like Spider-Man, and people would dress up like Elsa, and the Joker, and they'd run around. That's it. The reason YouTube started taking these things down was that it was taking over YouTube and destroying the experience. YouTube had no problem saying, well, you're not explicitly breaking the rules as we've defined them, you're violating the spirit of YouTube by spam blasting the same thing over and over and over again. Here's David Pakman. Trump.
Yeah, but these aren't the same thing, though. They're different news stories. Like it says right here, Trump will blame recession on Biden. Disoriented Trump can't understand the question. Trump brags about bullying Jeff Bezos. See, these are all different topics, though. Even though they're about the same person, they're different. It's different content. That's the difference. It's not the same as the Elsa thing.
Trump, disoriented Trump. It's like the third time I've shown you this stuff. But going
this is all like different stuff that's in the news, and Trump is like always in the news. So there's always new videos to make.
Over the new Elsagate. phenomenon.
And by the way, like Brian Tyler Cohen and David Pakman, they have a whole podcast that they do, like I think every day or every few days at least, where they talk about all kinds of stuff in the news, but they just make the individual videos. They split up the individual videos because they know that stuff about Trump is going to do the best. But they have like the long form content.
When I saw this story from Wired, I couldn't help but realize Elsagate isn't the only thing. Back in 2017, what I noticed was the reason we can call out these videos like this one. This is from a channel called Toys in Japan. The original videos were all deleted, but they did try to re-upload them and they failed. Why? YouTube stopped allowing it. So this video has Hitler and Catwoman using the toilet with toilet noises while singing a nursery rhyme. Why? The algorithm was promoting all this stuff. So when we're looking at content like this, and
this is not even remotely similar to making news videos about Trump. Cry more, Tim.
Can see that spam blasting weird, creepy content to children is bad for us. YouTube says, stop promoting it, stop showing it, shut it down. But hold on. They didn't break the rules. It didn't say you can't show Hitler on a toilet making fart noises. The problem was the platform was being dominated by this psychotic, deranged, obsessive content. Here's the problem. Brian Tyler Cohen gets 196 million views on his channel. That's more than Joe Rogan gets.
Ah, he's so jealous. Tim is so jealous. Oh, he's so jealous that Brian gets more views than him and has 3 times as many subs as him. Oh my God, that's the real rationale here of why he wants to get him banned.
Really, something is insane when a dude is spam blasting nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry. He doesn't want him banned. He just thinks he should be banned, right? Oh yeah, what a great distinction.
But Trump, over and over and over again. This is no different than Elsagate. The problem is we as adults focus on the president. We can't see it.
Again, very different from Elsagate.
It is normal for us.
Different content every day. Trump is up to something else new every day.
To talk about the president. So if you're on the front page of YouTube and you see a video about Trump, you might watch it. But if you actually go to the dude's channel, you can see that what he is doing is 100% identical to Elsagate. He is spam blasting long-form videos to manipulate the algorithm and get lots of views. That is against the rules. 4 reasons in...
Sorry, Tim, your brain is broken if you think that's exactly the same.
Fear of violating political speech. YouTube does nothing about it. But hold on. How come conservative channels had been censored in the past, not the liberal ones? Political bias. That being said, what should happen to David Pakman, Brian Tyler Cohen, and Luke Beasley? I got him pulled up. He says bad. I'll give a shout out to Luke. Luke does a...
Show me an example of a conservative channel that's been taken down because they make a video with different news stories about one single person and they weren't breaking any other rules. I would love to see the evidence on this.
A lot of Trump content, but it's not all Trump. So if we look at his, I'm going to exclude his main show, members only. Fair. He produced...
Luke does make good content.
This is a full show.
And he destroyed Tim Pool. Even though all these goofballs try to edit that part where after Tim Pool gets destroyed about the leader of the Proud Boys, and he desperately starts going into quiz mode, trying to trap Luke, like, oh, did you know about George Floyd? Do you know about what the hell is that? The other incident, I can't even remember the other guy's name. One of those other police brutality shooting things. Or no. It was the one where the guy was jogging and the rednecks ended up shooting him. They jumped out of their truck and then he tried to grab the gun and they shot him or something. Ahmed Arbery, that's what it was. Yeah. So he kept trying to quiz him on that, and then he finally finds something that Luke doesn't know, and he's like, I got you now. And then they all like try to dogpile on him. It was just so cringe, but the only reason he was doing that, he's trying to save face with his audience because he just got destroyed because he didn't know what he was talking about with the charges for the Proud Boy guy. It was pretty funny. But yeah, I'd recommend going back and checking that podcast out because it was pretty entertaining.
144 minutes. You've got Trump, Scott Jennings, Trump, and then this one is MAGA campaign. I don't know if that one's Trump. So you've got Trump, not Trump. So let's just say 2 videos. One, Trump. He's got a main show, but Trump. MAGA laughed at Trump. He does do a lot of Trump, but I'm gonna give him this respect. The degree to which we allow people to talk about the president or not, what am I gonna say? He is the president. I talk about Trump quite a bit. I think it's fair as long as you're covering the news. Trump dominates the news. But when I look at David Pakman and Brian Tyler Cohen explicitly, it's clear they're manipulating the algorithm by creating a political version of Elsagate. That's it. They are feeding the machine anti-Trump content and nothing else. What's the difference? Honestly, tell me, because I can understand political. Spider-Man versus Elsa videos taking over YouTube. What's YouTube going to do? Well, I'll tell you what they did.
They cover lots of different topics if you actually watch their show, but again, they just the individual videos. Trump does well with the algorithm, so they make it, but it's every day it's a different topic. There's some new story that's being told. It's still the news. It's just about the one guy a lot of the time. It's not the same as the Elsagate where they're just doing the same skit or whatever over and over again.
They stopped allowing these videos. These videos have been removed for violating YouTube's terms of service. Hold on. What? Yo, these were videos of people running around doing children's gags dressed as Spider-Man, Elsa, and Joker. Some of them were weird, like Joker had a giant syringe and he'd chase around Elsa and like pump it at her, but nothing was explicitly breaking the rules for the most part. Look at this one. They say the trend shows no sign of slowing. Channels including Beeble TV, Superheroes IRL, churn out almost one video a week, meaning titles like Double Pregnant Frozen Elsa versus Doctor, Spider-Man versus Joker, Maleficent Hulk Baby. You can say they took these down because they were trying to game the algorithm. What's the difference? Dude, come on. Brian Tyler Cohen is not making a news show. He's just Elsagating Trump. He's found a way to manipulate this the same as they were doing.
He absolutely is making a news show. Let's go to Brian Tyler Cohen's.
My name is Brian Tyler Cohen.
If you go to his, he's got this podcast he does every day. And if you look, oh, hold on. This is, which one is it? Is it this one?
This is Democracy Watch.
Yeah, he does these. He's got live streams.
They were in perfect.
Yeah, like this right here. Like, yeah, okay, yeah. Here's his live stream. I don't know how the fuck to get. Okay, yeah, here we go. Yeah, I mean, he's got these long streams. He does long streams. He has a an interview show he does, but these are just not posted. All these, look at all these videos. And a lot of these just these interviews. These are interview shows that he does, and like they're just not posted on the main page. I think they're posted in these other sections. Like here's this is all like legal breakdown stuff. Of course, there's lots of Trump, but I mean the point is he's got long shows that he does, like long form content. It's not all just clickbait Trump stuff. Same with David Pakman.
Watch.
Yeah, see here. GDP down first time, blah blah blah. I mean, yeah, he has like this show he does. It's like an hour-long show every day, pretty much. So I mean, plenty of content. It's not just, you know, they talk about lots of different things. So nice try, Tim.
The titles are all designed to game the algorithm. Trump scorched earth shocking, Trump Latino support collapses, Trump fresh blow disaster update. It's literally all just Trump news. The joke we made the other day is, I'm gonna make a video, I'm gonna put Trump
Maybe I should examine their titles for algorithm help.
in the title. It's a joke, but you can see exactly what's going on. We are experiencing this again with these creepy AI videos. YouTube just deleted a channel. Let me see if I can find this one. AI Trump YouTube videos. Let's see if we can find this. AI slop farms. Here we go. Check out from Mother Jones. Mother Jones is lefty. Take a look at this. AI slop farms are churning out fake, heartwarming videos about Trump figures. Look at this weird AI video of a flag. Like, this is creepy. The judge demanded that the White House Press Secretary Carolyn Levitt remove her cross necklace, but soon he was humiliated. A man tried to yell at Vice President J.D. Vance in a cafe, but soon he too was brought low. Barron Trump triumphed in debate over a liberal student. I get it. You're saying, hey, wait, these are fake videos, Tim. Did they break the rules? Honest question. The videos are part of an increasingly broad river of AI slop that runs through the internet. A torrent of low-quality, artificially generated content that's as clumsy as it is omnipresent. AI slop is especially prevalent on TikTok and Facebook. Don't forget Instagram. YouTube took these channels down. They took this content down. But I ask you this. A hard look at the rules.
Yeah, but Brian Tyler Cohen and David Pakman are not making this kind of AI content.
What is against the rules of making fictional stories? Many of these channels explicitly put in the comments, this is fantasy. But it was going viral. It was gaming the algorithm. It was hitting the front page. People were watching it. So then the issue is, where is the line? And when you allow people to algorithmically game the algorithm. If YouTube was going to be fair, then at the very least message these guys and say, guys, you need to stop making nothing but Trump slop. It's nothing but Trump slop. The problem? Overtly political. These are pundits with political views to support Democrats, and they build their platform and make millions of dollars off of making Trump slop. That's it. It may be them actually talking about news, but literally all they do is spam blast Trump to game the algorithm. If they were actual news and commentary shows, they talk about a range of other issues. Look, I can do this, and I look at my channel. Body camera footage on Camaro Abrego, GTA 6 delayed, Trump executive order, man accused of killing a person, underground bunkers, Democrats, which one is this one? This one's about Democrats on the manosphere, Democrat launching impeachment against Trump, Democrats humiliated over new report about Abigail Garcia, and I put Trump in the headline, but that's a story about Trump. Mass power outages in the EU. Look, they're going to come out and say, Tim's just mad, he's not getting the views we are. I'd be willing to bet we're probably making more money than they are. But by all means, they can play that game. If they want to make the argument that they get more
Bet you are making more money than them with all that Russia, the Russia payments coming in.
Trump content, slop Trump content, please make that argument. But it is the same thing as Elsagate. Prove me.
Yeah, I know. He's supposedly not getting it anymore since, the tenant media got busted, but
Wrong. Now they're going to argue, I actually
well,
have
who knows?
It is impossible that everything Trump does is wrong. It's impossible. It's impossible that Trump never has a good moment. It's impossible. Impossible. So don't tell me that you're playing it straight. Brian Tyler Cohen's response to me was that Tim's upset his God King thought the Roberto Garcia tattoos were real. Homie, I made a video and we talked on IRL about how he looked stupid for making that gaffe. Because Trump, it's impossible to always do everything right. I went on Piers Morgan was asked and said, I think he's gotten some things wrong. 401ks going down is bad and people losing money is bad. That's just it. Whether there's going to be a long-term gain from it, we'll see. But it's impossible that Trump is always...
Anyways, I think that's pretty much the meat of the video. I mean, but yeah, I mean, it's just kind of ridiculous. He wants to get them banned and he's trying to like save face by saying he doesn't want them banned, but he's making a video on why they should be banned. And trying to give all these reasons and try to bring attention to YouTube to get them banned is basically what he's doing here. He can try to say that's not his intention all he wants, but everybody knows that's fucking bullshit. He's out there engaging in political warfare, and he wants more algorithm attention for himself, and he doesn't want these people getting views like they are, disrespecting his boy Trump. Anyways, please do like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching the video. Peace.